Welcome back, everybody, to A Game of Thrones. Last episode, you might remember, we ended on a crash with these people trying to liberate the Summerhalls, and unfortunately, it's nothing a little bit of Dragonflame, well, unfortunately for them, something a little bit of Dragonflame couldn't cure. So we've landed back in Valyria. We've managed to convince the people of Mantaris that actually we are the one true ruler of Valyria. We've returned to help rebuild things. Why do we look so different? I don't remember us looking like that. We're going to go to the barber, because firstly, I don't think anything he's got going on right now suits him. There we go. Let's go for a nice regal beard and a nice regal haircut. I don't know, that seems pretty Valyrian, huh? Anyway, more to the point, we're on the mainland. What we have to do now is work our way back to what is essentially the capital of Valyria. They have a dragon egg, look. Oh my god, Tressix was there. Tressix went there and died, and now the dragon eggs are still in Valyria. I didn't even think about that. That's cool, though. So we want to make our way to actually Valyria proper, the capital, the city of Valyria inside South Valyria, which is inside the Empire of Valyria. It's Valyria all the way down. This is the province we want. 6 province holding. I believe it's the only 6 province holding in Valyria. Oros is another 4. Galos is a 4. There's a lot of 4 province holdings as well, but Valyria, of course, is the main one there, what we want to go for. So whilst we're at Mantaris, we actually can't colonize Valyria because it's way too far away. If you take a look at this, we have to be a neighbor or within 2 sea provinces of our realm, and of course we're not. We can, however, go over to Misa Fea there. That would allow us definitely a foot in the door if we start working on this island here of Valyria. Colonize this one first. Another 4 province holding there, so it's pretty decent. Or we can go for someone like... Actually, I'm not even sure we can go for Oros. Let me just take a look at this one quickly. No, we can't, because... Okay, so this is our 1 sea province. We have to be within 2. So we've got 1 here, 2 here. So, luckily for us, Misa Fea's dock, you can see there, leads onto this sea province. So we could actually go for that one or this one here. And then mainland Valyria, or the main Valyrian Isle here, is, of course, the Smoking Sea. So 1, 2 sea provinces within that one as well. So we could actually go for main Valyria at that point. But I don't believe we can actually straight up colonize Valyria itself. I think we will have to grab, like, Mulris or a neighboring province or Blennon Way or wherever the hell else. And then we can move into Valyria. Each one of these provinces is going to cost 400 gold. We got 3 provinces to grab up, so that's going to be 1,200 gold. Just a little bit of quick maths there for you. Which means we could do 3 slave raids. We could obviously do the business focus. We could do a lot of different things. I think our taxes are, not as good as I was hoping there. You got to bear in mind that was with our fleet trades and everything. So, not terrible. A little bit of time, and we'll be able to deal with that. We can also go give something away here. What have we got? Lumber's Loft. Jahar. Who would like Jahar? Now, another thing I've got to do as well, and this was quite cleverly pointed out in the comment section last episode by one of you smart people whose name I did write down, but now can't remember and don't know where I've written it down. But one of you very smart boys said, or girls, I don't really know, or other. One of you very smart people, point I'm making, said, make the Dragon Riders our commanders. I thought we only had 1 Dragon Rider, because we saw last episode, our Dragon Axion, I think it was Jahar, wasn't it? Yeah. What's the word? Tamed? Yeah, that's about right. Was tamed by one of our courtiers. Turns out we've actually got a family member as well. I believe it's our sister. Yeah, there we go. Penla Valane also is a Dragon Rider. So they might have shitty martial, but obviously being a Dragon Rider more than makes up for it, even if they do have garbage. Even 40 martial isn't terrible. Bearing in mind our current commanders right now, actually it's not that bad at all. But the fact she's got Dragon Rider, that gives so many fucking bonuses to... You can see that. Morale damage, morale defense. Not only that, but they get special dragon tactics, so the actual things that can occur depending on your martial stat while you're in combat as well. If we could try not to be a better commander, that would be incredible. I don't know a way we could actually do that. Sorry, I'm trying to suppress hiccups at the same time. If we have them organised in the army... I don't know whether this is the case. I know they can obviously gain leadership traits from this. Do they also gain martial? I've never really internalized that. We'll have to give it a go for a while. Hopefully, if we can train up them to be a better commander, that would obviously be incredible. We'll also set this guy, because somewhere here is, there we are, Zelakor. So this is the guy that tamed, at the end of last episode, Axion. So let's take a look at that one. That dragon is, what, like 60 martial, something like that? 52 martial. Between those guys and us as well, that's 3 Dragon Riders. That's our entire army led by Dragon Riders. Obviously, you can tell that's going to be pretty fucking incredible. Why is this all relevant? Well, we're going to have to go to war for our holy sites. There is a holy site in Old Volantis. Obviously, kind of a big target. Volantis is one of the oldest and most powerful city-states there. Currently under the control of KDIN _ 916444811. Naturally. We've also got a nice splintered round right now, so actually fighting them will be easy. But if they do manage to get things back together, they're going to be a pretty tricky enemy. 7,000 men. We've got 6,000. We've got to remember, our troops are fucking trash. Mostly slaves. Mostly disorganized. You know, we're bringing them in from 3 different continents, essentially, or 2 different continents, I guess, at this stage. We don't have anything on mainland Westeros anymore, do we? Oh, God, what am I looking at? What am I looking at here? Were the White Walkers defeated again? No. What's going on with that, then? I don't know. But we'll keep a close eye on that. No, there's still Winter Wastelands. It's doing its usual thing. If I'm reading this properly, what that means is they've destroyed everything but Dawn, correct? Everything but Dawn, and then there's a couple of holding... Yeah, look at this. And then there's the Storm Throne. We've got Galadon Cumrag. Are you kidding me? They're the Lords of the Storm Throne. A patron house has managed to destroy my hard work. Okay, fair enough. Then, of course, we got Bolton's on King's Landing there. Oh, you know what? The Westerlands have managed to survive it. And so obviously the Iron Islands as well. I don't know how easy it is for the White Walkers to get there. But that's it. Westeros is almost entirely destroyed. I think when we unpause for a bit, this will all come back together under a single empire. So what do we do first, then? I kind of want to start work on the religion, to be honest with you, because a lot of people have been saying House Valane need to make themselves more legitimately Valyrian. They're a Hosue Valane, they worship the Valyrian gods, but they're born in Westeros, and they're not High Valyrian, which, of course, is the traditional sort of Valyrian people. They were sort of proud, you know, of their blood and kind of, you know, a little bit of race, a little bit of supremacy going on there as well. There is a way to actually do that. So if we pick the Valyrian blood doctrine, as we can see here, we can make ourselves, it says there, Valyrian nobility values the purity of blood. We are truly gods walking amongst lesser men. That's basically what I was getting at. We can actually designate ourselves as high, full-blooded Valyrian, like high Valyrian characters. So that's exactly what we want to go for here. We also get apparently access to blood magic, which is just divination, kind of garbage. And then we've got, yeah, we can obviously pick the other things. You guys know how the Reformation works at this stage, I'm sure. So we will go for that as soon as we can get there. The question is, do we go for that first, or do we try and colonize? I mean, there's no reason we can't do both, right? So what are we missing out on? Dragonstone, obviously fairly difficult. Gis, what about Giscar, then? Because they were under the empire of Daenerys' Targaryen sort of descendants. Now it's a Tolossi, which is like Western Valyrian, basically. Valyrian guy, fair enough. So the Valyrian faith actually controls that site. Well, not technically not, because it's under the control of obviously a Harpy vassal there. We could do something about that. Mantaris is ours already. So we've managed to grab that one, so nothing to worry about there. Clearly under control. Why do we not count as having that? Oh my god, it's not ours? Oh my, they've got the, oh, look at that. That's so annoying. They have the temple. I like the way that the shield appears over the temple. That's crappy. So we're going to have to go to war with the Gishkari Empire to take back our holy site regardless. Okay, interesting. So that's ours. Old Volantis, that's kind of hit and miss. Velos we could colonize. It's another 400 gold, though. And then we've got Dragonstone, which is also a massive pain in the arse, obviously, being all the way over in Westeros. They haven't quite been grabbed by the... They're holding out from the White Walkers. Again, I'm not even sure if the White Walkers can get to them. So we'll sort of simultaneously focus on grabbing our lands, building up our gold, and also grabbing the holy sites as well. And we'll sort of see what we can do with that. So I think the more important thing to do now, make some money. Let's let our troops reinforce for a little bit. Let these people rock. Can we like, can we ransom them? Can we sell them off? What can we do here? Slave prisoner. Do people care about that? I think it's if they're your courtiers that you can't do that, right? As far as I recall. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we can just basically straight sell them, right? We might be able to get like a little bit of gold for them. Go to the slave market, so we can approach them. And if we're lucky, there we go, someone will give us some decent amount of gold there. And this guy we can also try and sell off as well. Time to do business. There is a whole system whereby, you know, slaves who are, say, genius or attractive or whatever, you can try and breed them together and obviously make a lucrative trade out of that and then selling off their genius kids. That's a little bit too war crimes for me. You know, I'm getting enough war crimes between these two series as it is. That's a little bit too far. Lotus Point, oh yeah, we're not going to do that. I was trying to work out what the hell that actually meant, but that's, of course, when you give your heir a title, just as sort of like a traditional thing here. So, let's make some money. How do we want to do that? Well, a lot of you are asking why I haven't conquered this isle, but like I talked about last episode, we want to leave this here. We want to leave this nice and weak so that we can just keep going for slave raids, right? We can keep going back to help fill up our coffers. We're absolutely going to do that. What about, like, Kodge? Are they ready for a bit more? They're ready for a bit more of slave raid? These guys are as well by the looks of it. I'm going to declare through at once. Is that madness? Kinda. Not really. I think we'll be absolutely fine, especially with like 3 Dragon Riders too. These guys, we can just descend on them like an absolute pack from both sides. A pure pins for attack. Don't care about you guys too much. Let's move in and let's grab them. Oh shit, someone was actually elected. Storm King Bolling. They are descendants of Durrandon, so I guess that kind of works for us. They are Westerosi, though. House Comrag, unfortunately, couldn't hold on to the Storm Throne. That's a real shame. Basically, just handed the king. It's sort of what Eddard Stark did, you know, when he was sat in the Iron Throne on behalf of Robert for a while. That's basically what that guy was doing for the time being. All right, we had a daughter. She's good. Strong and giant is probably the best kid we've got, right? Lysha. Lycia. Let's not talk about that. What do we want to name her, then? So she's tall and strong. What kitchen appliance is tall and strong? Let me think about this. Powerful, tall, strong, destructive. Blender. Blender Valane, welcome aboard. We could chuck a dragon egg. People have been saying it, just instead of selling them, actually grant the dragon eggs out. Apparently, it's not such a bad idea. And then, of course, we have this event where they try and hatch it while they're a child. I think we get the dragon egg back, isn't that right, if it doesn't hatch? So this is definitely the best thing for us to do. We should just give them the dragon eggs. Worst case scenario, we get the dragon egg back. Best case scenario, we get a loyal dragon rider of our dynasty. Obviously, it could cause some issues later on if we get, like, Kinslayer and things like that. We won't worry about that too much. Cool. Fine with that. You must attempt to save my blender. Thank you. What have we got going on here? Oh, we've already done that. Get out of here. Right. I thought we'd spent all this time not choosing a syncretic faith, unless it only lasts a certain amount of time. Nope. No, it is permanent. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter too much then. I genuinely thought we'd done this whole campaign without that. So let's get our dragon riders on the command here. 3 dragon riders. We're going to absolutely annihilate everyone. What happens if we deploy the dragon? Is it just ours? Is it always going to be ours? And the dragon's still wounded, huh? It is, but it's only at 5%. I think that's fine. We declared 3 wars at once, so I kind of want to get this done as quickly and as decisively as possible, you know? Okay, this is interesting. I actually didn't do anything then. We turned up and it just basically burnt. So it looks to me as if we put the AI in charge of the armies on the center, they'll just do it automatically. Wait, did we just win that? Hang on. Well, let's switch back to the siege view. That's very weird. I might have just accidentally discovered something great there. I was going to move us back over to the center, because obviously then we get control over things. But let's quickly sort this down. Don't want to value here. Keep an eye on this. I swear to God they did that automatically. I promise you. Come on, don't do me wrong here, game. Come on, show the nice people at home. Maybe they're still on cooldown for a while, huh? Get out of here. I don't care. Look, you see that? I told you I wasn't making it up. That actually happened then. Oh shit, that's incredible. So actually what we could do is we could have split this army in half or into 3 and have one of us on one and then put the 2 AI on the others and they'll just automatically do it. Question is, can the AI's dragon become maimed or wounded? I mean, it's only... Wait, that's a young dragon. That can't be doing it. What about you? I have no idea, but this might be a very safe way to not take any more damage during wars. If that is the case, that's insane. Like, we may have just cracked it. We've just cracked the code here and it's giving out dragon eggs to all of our closest relatives and then making them commanders. That's nuts. Oh no! I was supposed to sell, was I not supposed to sell the slaves from the capital to start off with? Or am I a fool? Whoops. That's me being an idiot. Okay, don't do that. That's 400 gold that we've just basically missed out on there as far as I know. So what we've got to do then, let me do that again. It's a shame you don't automatically sell them off, obviously, if you do that. She also wants to, ransom off my daughter. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously we're going to do that. My sickly daughter. Did they take the capital at one point? Yes, they almost certainly did. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Oh, well, it doesn't matter too much. Look at this. Let's just... Case in point right there. That's insanely good. That's so ridiculous. Alright. Clamper and Irons. Then what we do is we sell off 1 level of the slave camp. I can't believe I completely forgot to do that. Right, sell off a level. Meet with the slaver. He'll give us 400 gold. And then that'll take us down to, as we found out before, like level 4 or whatever. Yeah, minus 40% to everything. Then we accept her unconditional surrender, seeing as she's in our friggin' prison. Excuse me? Sorry, do you want to... There we go. Enforce demands. And then... Well, there we go. Perfect. Thank you very much. And perfect. Siege of Last Keep and all that. They're taking my shit again. There we go. That takes it back up to minus 50. That's awesome. So this does work as intended. I just wanted to double check that then for a second. I swear before, when we've done this, we've taken a slave level already having the maximum and it said, oh, you haven't got room for them, so you just sell them off. I might be getting confused with the Elder Kings, though. I'm not really surprised by that. My bodyguard, Corano Vassar, has expressed... Yeah, Marizzi, please. Whatever. Let's go and counter-siege our capital and put these other guys in line, huh? I can't overstate how ridiculously OP this is that we can now basically use the Dragon Assaults whenever the hell we want, but have no risk. Like, the Dragon Assaults are super OP, but of course the risk of that is, as we've seen previously, your dragon can just basically straight up be killed. We've literally lost a dragon within the past generation doing that. So it's fairly balanced in that sense that you're missing out on this essentially priceless thing. But the fact that we can just give out our dragon eggs when we've got a decent breeding stock going on and just watch everything melt in no time. I mean, that's the point of the Game of Thrones world. I'm well aware of that the dragons are hideously OP, and Valyria built this just unrivaled empire because of their dragons. Hey, whenever you want to melt things, now would be the time to do it. I'm not sure what triggers it, whether it's just random or whether it's like in a certain amount of time after the... Hey, thank you. Whether or not a certain amount of time after the siege starts. Oh, there we go. Wow. Jesus, that was instant. Thank you. Imprison these people. And then we'll just take the rest of their capital, I guess. So let's test it. This is the ultimate test here. Split them in half and then put Zellicor on the center of this one. Where is he? This is a Zellicor. Put him on the center of this one. Move him up here and just see if it sieges down as quick as we're taking this one. This one will probably be finished, to be honest, before it even gets there at the rate we're going right now. So, Sweetwater. Okay, so that's working as intended, I think. Okay, give them gold. What we'll do is we'll keep an eye on this one here. 60% and 5.8%. That way we can keep an eye on both of them more or less simultaneously there. Give them some gold, whatever. So it's at 20%. We're looking for big jumps, and we can sort of measure how long it's actually going to take to do this. Fuck off. I'm trying to do science. There we go. I think that one just fell instantly then, didn't it? Oh, you know what? That one definitely did. Okay, so now we're trying to keep an eye on this one. What are they losing per month? 6.5 days every 12 days, and it's done. Okay, it does work. That's absolutely nuts. I can't believe that she hasn't surrendered yet, though. I will say that as well. Good God. We've got almost everything of her sieged, and we've smashed her armies, and she's just still hanging on here. There we go. And Damak's wound is fully healed. Now, what we need to check after this war is over, we'll let them keep assaulting it down with the dragon assault, and then we'll take a look and see if their dragons are wounded or maimed or whatever. What do you mean we haven't won? What else have they got? Excuse me? Oh my God, they've got this fucking tiny little island. They've got the island of women. We've got everything sieged fully, and that's what's... Oh, for the love of God. I actually noticed they've got these two islands as well, so we'll quickly torch those. Oh my God, in no time at all. There's no way that just dropped 50%. Are you joking? No, that was definitely another dragon assault. It must just be random. I'm going to take a look at the code in between episodes and sort of see what triggers that, because that's really interesting, and that's a mechanic. Holy shit. Why didn't no one tell me about this? This is insane. And in fact, it looks like, now that we're on the center, we don't even need to put them on, because I was kind of worried that the downside to it would be we would have to have some guy with like 14 martial on the center. It looks if they can just do it without that being the case. Or am I wrong? Was that just coincidence? It's so hard to tell with this many events popping up and shit. Come on. Oh, God, no, I owe nothing. Get out here. Yeah, no, they can still do it from the flanks. This is nuts. Now, she has all for peace. I'm not sure how long that was, but we were doing that for science. So what we want to do, same story again. Sell the slaves, meet whoever. There you go, 400 gold. Thank you very much. And then we accept her offer and gain some more. Perfect. That's so nuts. Thank you. And then, of course, we actually make some gold out of those guys as well. People can approach to buy them, or we can approach other people. Most of the time, approaching other people tends to end in failure because, you know, if the AI wants to buy them, they'll generally always give you the lowest offer. I've been advised, though... Oh, God. We can give the Dothraki 50 gold to piss off. Yeah, I'm going to do that. There we go. Thank you. Get out of here. Okay. Let's send our troops. We're going to have to give ourselves some time to reinforce now, but we've made enough gold to actually start the colonization, which is nuts. So, I still think Misafea, however you say it, we'll grab this one first, right? Colonize. Go for it. Boom. And there we go. We're actually on Valyria. Holy shit. And that's all it took, huh? Right. Now, this counts as a colony. There is a chance it can fall into failure, and it also provide no troops and cost us, look at that, minus 39.04 gold per month. It's very expensive. We have to move. Is it our Lord Treasurer over there? Yeah, there we go. So our Lord Treasurer is fairly well skilled. If we can find it, yeah, this guy's slightly better, though. So colony construction advances 14 point... Did that go down? 14.86% yearly. We've basically got to leave him there permanently now until this thing is finished, which, again, can take quite a long time. Can our Archon, our Hand of the King, do anything to help out here? Domain improved. Okay, that's no use. What about, like, pacify province or improve holding? Nah, that's a real shame. Okay, we'll rely on that one. Now, we could roll the dice and actually start a second colony as well. Can we actually get Valyria itself? Holy shit, we've done it. Should we make it our capital? Should we just fucking move over there, my guys? Should we just absolutely go for mainland Valyria? I'm in. I don't care anymore. Sod your islands. We are now true King of Valyria. Wait, Temple of Valyria? Oh, City of Valyria. Right, that explains why we had 3 Valyrias over there. We're in. My God. And there's a trade post already here. We could build a trade post on this, right? Because it's our land province. I'm going to kick these guys out. Who's that? Sell Horus? Can we declare war? Embargo. There we go. Yeah, no, this is mine now. But this is really going to... This is Volantis, right? So those guys were always claimed to be the successor to Valyria. I think this is very much proving a point. We're not going to turn up and kick them out and say, hey, get out of our lands. These are ours. This is very much, you know, enforcing our little claim on the place. I did say we would, you know, rebuild a little bit before we went to war. So I've kind of let myself down with that one, but that's okay. We're fine. It doesn't matter too much. Oh, I set a rally point. Now, setting a rally point in this, kind of a ball ache for hopefully obvious reasons. Not the easiest thing to do. What I'm going to do is just cancel that very briefly, and then we can re-raise the ships and actually get everyone embarked instantly. Just save us a little bit of time here. And we'll also grab our... I thought we paid you money to piss off, Dothraki. Oh, for God's sake, really? So now we're going to lose like 1,400 troops because they haven't left yet. Oh, for God's sake, fine. Learn to rest. Okay. Don't worry about it too much. That's okay. We can still get them on board. It's just a little bit inconvenient that we're going to have to go down through Tolos and then get on via the... Oh, unless we wait for them to reinforce, then just put ourselves on the... Oh, they're gone. Okay. I was going to say we'll put ourselves on the center. Oh my God, that's what it is. They were raiding the temple. Yeah. Looted. Oh, to be fair, it also says that on the capital. Okay, doesn't matter too much. Fine. Tax concessions for you. Let's kick out Volantis. So that's another thing as well. You have slaves outside your capital. They'll be brought to your camps in Valyria. So we are going to gain all of those slave levels over here as well. That's such a nice feature. Going to help with the build cost, build time. Not a big deal. Volcanic activity is obviously so good for the dragons too. We can actually build Valyrian mines. So those give +6 tax income. This is how we're going to fund the rest of Valyria, huh? Being able to make, like, is there like Valyrian steel or anything like that? What else we got here? Apparently the Dragon Tower, so this one here has a lot of unique events. Also 2,000 gold. It would be awesome to build one of that, because that's what Valyria was known for. It's massive dragon towers where, you know, like dragons would literally sit and perch and overlook the citizens doing their day-to-day business. That sounds awesome. So I want one of those in every single one of our provinces. Now the question is, what do we also want to hold personally? Domain size of 3. I think we just want to hold the most key, biggest, expensivest provinces. So like Aquistion gives as a 4 province size. Is there anything else with like 6? There's a lot of other 4 province. Well, technically 5, I guess, if you include the top-level holding. Oros is 5. Yeah, I think any other... Two of the any other... We could take, like, this one and this one, top and tail Valyria, and then if we can hold the actual Duchy of Valyria, that seems like a good idea. I assume that's just this central island, right? Oh, it's not even that. So what's this bit? Tyria, and this bit is... Oh, that sucks. I mean, there's no reason we couldn't just hold the Duchy of Valyria, right, and hold everything in it. I'm sure we could get enough stewardship to manage that. And this is very much the start of the great Valyrian wars. Let's sail right up the coast here. We're going to go to war with Volantis obviously a lot. We need the holy site. We need to prove our imperial authority over the islands now. This is just, I think, the tip of the iceberg. It's not like that. We do need to go to war with the Giscari Empire, obviously built by Daenerys Targaryen there, the sort of legacy of Valyria. Oh, well, that's good to see that the White Walkers actually managed to take back all that territory. My God, they've done a lot of damage. Just seeing that is absolutely insane. They got a little bit more of the north to pick apart, which they're at war with right now. Oh my God, they actually took King's Landing. I had no idea. Normally get a pop-up saying that. And of course, the White Walker himself is in hiding. Princess Elvira of the Reach. She's a lady? A White Walker lady? That's cool. Yeah, 200,000 men. This may be enough. They may actually have enough to take everything. Old Town, the last bastion there. King Quentin of Old Town, the last bastion of sort of Westerosi culture. And then, of course, you got Dawn as well, which I can't imagine will last long, seeing as they've only got 6,000 men. We're actually going to see a winning White Walker invasion. And now let's hope. One of you pointed out last episode, are you sure, streamer, that they can't cross the narrow sea? I'm not sure. They actually might be able to get across the Stepstones, at which point then we cry. We may be safe over in Valyria, though. You know, it's big old volcanoes and everything, so I don't know exactly how that works, but I'm pretty sure we'll be alright. Right? Alright, just as we were about to go into battle, we've had a Sunborn. We'll deal with that in a second, because I'll have to think of another garbage name for him. But what I was thinking is, will the AI automatically launch a Dragon Assault during battle? Is the real question. Probably not. So I think this is the one time where we're actually going to have to risk our own dragon again. Now, as I recall, we were fully... Yeah, we're fully healed. So we'll... Oh, shit. Of course, it's Sun. Stalorno is... Oh, it's only Burley. Oh, my God. I thought we got a strong genius then. Okay. Well, obviously, that's still incredible. You, my son, will be trained in... Struggle or Thrift? I think we're going to have to go with Struggle, just because military is going to be, like I said, the big thing. This is the start of the new reborn Valyrian wars. Stalorno. What is big, what is smart and strong in a kitchen? We've already had microwave, because that was what I think would be smart and strong. I don't think I need to say anything, do I? Let's just move on. Why am I so stupid? We'll never know. Let's never say that kid's name again. That's cursed. That's like Voldemort. So, I think we'll be fine anyway, because we've obviously got 3 Dragon Riders. I don't think we would actually have to use the dragon, just to really drive the point home that we're here to mean business. I'm going to roast and toast them. We're literally going to roast and toast them there. I'm not sure whether or not the AI, like I said, will do that. We'll have to test it in a war that in a battle that isn't as ambiguous, because that was, you know, 3,500 versus 3,400, so we were probably going to win it, especially with 3 Dragon Riders. I like test against battle where we're definitely going to win. So if that was, like, say, 1,000 troops, then we'll just leave the AI to, in fact, you know what we can do? After we've torched this, or, well, depending on how long this takes to torch, if we haven't won the war at that stage, I'll chase down these 200 troops, and we'll just put, like, we'll split the army, chase down the 200 troops with just one of these guys on the center, and see if they will automatically fire it during the battle. Designated region, absolutely not. We'll give that to somebody highborn, high and mighty, better than you. And then, of course, our boys here. Now, here's my next question. If we have 3 Dragon Riders, does that increase the chance for this event to fire by 3? Or, of course, we're not going to do it, but will having 1 on each flank double the chance of that happening? I have no idea. Like I said, I need to check this out, but of course, if anybody knows, feel free to let us know so that everybody knows. I'm sure some of you will also be interested in this. I owe him nothing. Who the hell are you? Lord Ilorosa of the 3 Exiles, our Chief General. Okay, then, fine. It's only 12 gold. You know, it's not going to break the bank where we can apparently just bring in, like, 1,000 gold in no time. Excuse me. What sort of title is this? Griddle Valane is now known as the Gentle. We've literally enslaved a people. We've displaced the natives. We've burnt their land. We've conquered a completely foreign realm. And now we're torching this merchant republic so that we take full control over these isles. We've called the frigging Gentle. I've enslaved hundreds of thousands of people. The fucking Gentle. I'll show you. We're going to get rid of that nickname. We're going to be called Griddle Do Not Mess With Me Valane. Nothing Personnel Kid Valane. Good God. Okay, well, we really are going all out against Cell Horrors here. They really don't deserve it. Oh, wow. Long before our endeavor to rebuild began, Valyria had a thriving harbor crammed with ships from all over the world, but no more. I doubt it did, seeing as it's literally landlocked there, but that's okay. I mean, there's a river going all the way. Okay, that's fine then. It must be done. 150 gold, rebuild the harbor. Otherwise, it gets struggling economy for the next 2 years. I'm going to say it must be done. I'm going to assume this is a colony event, and if we fail too many of those, we will just lose the colony, and obviously, our capital will just be forced to somewhere else. So, we will, whenever it asks us to spend money on that, we're definitely going to do that. Speaking of spending money on that, goodbye. Nice knowing you. So, that should free up the trade post in Valyria. Oh, that's some good shit right there. The only reason, the only reason I actually wanted that is because right now I believe we can't build, although the Valyrian mines would be incredible to get that plus 6 tax income, I think anything we build in Valyria while it's a colony will fail. So there's a chance they will be destroyed as we're building it, and obviously we don't want that. I'm not sure if that's just specifically for Harrenhal, but when I was rebuilding Harrenhal from ruin, I remember that happening. Should we risk it? It's only 100 gold, and to give plus 6 tax per month, we might as well go for it, especially it's not going to take that long to build either. Now that I wasn't expecting. The population of Stonehead has converted to the Valyrian faith. You know, one thing I meant to ask, should we move some of the holy sites? Because right now, the Valyrian faith, wait, there is a port. Oh my god, there is a port straight through Las Terras. Look at that. I didn't even notice it because it's literally on the side of a friggin' mountain. Oh, by the way, Valyria is green in this mod as well. It's still covered in volcanoes and shit. There is still a little bit of doom, but it is not all just lava and death and ruin. It is somewhat redeemable. So yeah, I actually had no idea, but that's fantastic. So it means we can get... There's one thing about playing landlocked, obviously, you know, if you want to mobilize your troops quickly, you have to move into another province, then put them on boats. This is a lot better. Plus, it obviously means we can get boats from our capital, which is awesome. Lady Penora Penemion, who is she? Jalar. Oh my god, she's one of our vassals. She got a dragon called Valrion. Good for her. Does she want to be a commander? Let's grant her a landed title, then we can actually make her a commander, huh? 5 out of 3. Congratulations, you've now got the Citrus Coves. And then we can also go minor titles. Sack, Dowboy, there we go. And you are now, although she hasn't tamed it yet, in theory she will eventually. I mean, of course she'll probably succeed because she is that Valyrian with Valyrian culture and all that crap. So we'll give her that one. And then we're guaranteed in the future we've got ourselves yet another Dragon Rider. This is nuts. So I've moved our steward there over from Miss Sophia. I wouldn't be surprised if this one falls into ruin. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it. Oh my god, that's why. Because it's 1-2. I thought Valyria wasn't on a sea province. I was trying to work out why we're allowed to colonize that. But yeah, of course, it's this one, then the Smoking Sea, then Valyrian Strait. So that's 1-2 there. This one, again, might fall into ruin. I wouldn't be too bothered because we were just using it as a stepping stone to Valyria. Obviously, we're going to rebuild the whole thing. That should be par for the course, really. But the fact that, you know, that one was just kind of a disposable thing anyway, I wouldn't be too upset if it did fall into ruin. Right, okay, so our trade post is built. We can build shit here without having to worry about it, and of course it will bring a decent amount of taxes there too. It's also super cheap. It takes 3 days to build. Did you see that? Why? What's our build time? Oh, because we've got the slaves, of course. Right, minus 50% on that one. We've got our... Oh my god, we can build a second level. That's going to bring in so much goddamn money. It's only active while you own the slave camp. The Valyrians freehold expanded and conquered new lands. They captured many slaves from the conquered lands and used them to mine great wealth from the 14 flames. That is lore friendly. So you know what? Even though it's super OP, I'll allow it. Plus, we've got a very big, expensive task ahead of us as well. You know what? Seeing as everything is so cheap and so easy, I'm just gonna start rebuilding, my man. It takes so little time. We might not have this forever. Oh god, what is this? Holy shit! A dance of dragons happened again. During the war in Giscard, the Dragon Rider Sir Aelor of Quasar Pyramid, rider of Viserion. Is that the Viserion? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Daenerys' technically child. Viserion and Thazal, rider of Laenon, met in battle. Oh, man. Viserion is dead. It was killed. How the fuck was that? What is this dragon? Is that a Balerion? Oh, it's Rhaegal's son. Cool. Is Valyrian still alive? Sorry, Balerion. The Black Dread. Oh, I meant Drogon. You know I meant Drogon. Come on, give me a break on that one. No, absolutely dead. Divided with severe maiming. We'll assume it was Qyburn or something now. What a dance that must have been. No, please bother me with that news, because it'd be good to know the more dragons in foreign realms that die, the stronger we become relatively. So you've got this button as well. Look for minerals. You want to know if there are valuable resources around the capital. I mean, of course we do. You could ask the Citadel for a maester who is known for his geology knowledge to look for valuable minerals in your capital. I mean, sure, it's 175 gold, and there's a chance we can find, rare things which we can build a mine in. I'm kind of surprised the Citadel's still going. I mean, they're in Old Town, and that, like I've said before, is the last bastion here. Still owned by House Hightower, which is fairly impressive that they managed to survive all of this. What the fuck do you mean, the Storm Throne? Oh, they've actually taken the title of the Storm Throne, so it's kind of weird how the White Walkers are working here. So that will then be destroyed, and then they'll get winter back. It's a weird system, but I guess it's to represent them sweeping through and obviously destroying places. So the Vale no longer exists, and you can't actually destroy titles if they're your primary title, right? So if the White Walkers do take the Iron Throne, they get the title, and then it's destroyed by an event. Well, there we go. The gigantic smoking ruin of Valyria is apparently full of minerals. Who'd have thunk it? Right, well, that's perfect. Nice. So what can we actually build there? Does it give it like a province modifier? I think last time we did this, we got copper or something garbage like that. Dragon glass. I mean, that should have been obvious, right? Okay, we're on a gigantic volcano, no shit, but that sounds like it could be fairly valuable for us. So, small dragon glass mine. Apparently we're German now. We're just going to chuck all those words in the same sentence. Whoa, that's powerful. A small dragon glass mine, your troops be upgraded. Is that now a permanent thing? Can we just build that whenever we've got... Oh, that is permanent. Wow, that's awesome. Holy shit. That gives all of our troops plus 10% to everything. What about light... Yeah, light cavalry get the bonus as well. Light cavalry, as I said before, they're on average the best troops in the game. Oh my god, there's multiple levels. What does the next level give? So, compounded, that's going to be like a... Although it is minus 2.5 tax, it is also going to be like a 20... What's that, 22% bonus? Yeah, it's going to be a 22% bonus to everything here. That's so good. I feel like I should definitely be focusing on economy for a little bit, but that's incredible. Last thing we need is to be reducing our taxes. What else we got here? Anything that will give gold. Anything at all. We've got a slight little bit of taxing for like private farms. But this province, when it's rebuilt, it's going to bring so much money. Huge Valyrian fortress, 7.63 gold. You've got Valyrian architecture, it's plus 2 gold. Valyrian mines, plus 18 gold. It's a shame we can't make like Valyrian steel manufacturer or something like that. And then, of course, we've got a load of other buildings from the extra building mod to build as well. This is awesome. My son, rice cooker, died of rabies. My genius burly son died of rabies. Why would you... Why would you do me like this, game? The first fucking kid. The first kid that we've had of genius that's this entire goddamn campaign, and now he's fucking dead. Pour one out. Pour one out for your boy Rice Cooker. Oh my god, I just had the worst pop-up. You want me to do you a frighten? If you're easily frightened, turn away, because there's going to be a jump scare and a half. Defending against the Others of Winter in the Others' second invasion of Gishkar. Now, I assume they've got some land on the Iron Throne somewhere that they're trying to grab. I wouldn't be able to tell you because it's an absolute friggin' patchwork blanket right now, and I'm not even going to try and ascertain what the fuck's going on. But if they can make it across, that would really, really suck. We just need to keep an eye on this. This needs to be our main focus for a couple of episodes. I think keeping a close eye on the stepstones, maybe doing checkups every 10 minutes or so, just to make sure that they're not going to make it across here. Because with the amount of expenses we've got incurring, I don't know that I can fight them off if they make it to Valyria. Thank you all for watching. We're going to leave this one here for today. This is a cornerstone, huh? This is the biggest part of the campaign. We've got the religion to focus on, and I'd love to make an actual decent headway into that. We've got our capital of Valyria set up. It's incredible. We want to work on making the Kingdom level title 2, which I think just includes, yeah, the 3 isles of detached from the mainland. So we'll go for these. People can't... There's no straight crossing to Valyria, is there? They can't get across here. No, that's a separate sea province. So I actually think we're fully defended, except from naval invasions, which, of course, is a lot easier to defend because they're coming in at half morale. Not that anyone would attack us anyway. Just worried about the White Walkers, that's all. But my god, is this big. The actual Kingdom of Valyria being rebuilt. We've got industry. We've brought in we've imported thousands and thousands of people to live here and start rebuilding things. Next episode, hopefully, we'll stop it being a colony for a start. Then we can keep expanding and work on the religious side of things. And that, of course, means that the patrons can start chucking some hats at me. Some people have already come up with some very stupid Valyrian names, which I'm more than happy to obviously give to landed characters there. If you've got any suggestions, send them over to me at Discord. That's every patron, don't forget. So feel free to get in touch, put it in the Patreon Discord chat, or send me a DM or something like that. And, of course, if you guys are interested in that as well, links in the description to the Discord channel, which everybody can join and have a nice, fun time talking about just utter garbage. It's just awful. Every time I look at it, a part of me dies. Thank you to, besides that, thank you to Alpha Scum, Persuna Kirito, At Moses, Austin Gauthier, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Blurry Bunny, Sidini, Crazy Pat, Crosis, Donald, Escape, Facundo Vasquez, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Haydog, Jimbo, Josh Lindy and Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilim, Pelvis Presley, Serthal the Swedes, Stannis Manis, Toby Cruz, Tom Sarah 18, Tyler Kendall, Backers Backers, and Zazie7011. Thank you all for your support, the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. I hope you guys are looking forward to getting yourself a nice little Valyrian province. You guys can all argue over who gets the 5 province, 4 province, 3 province titles. And, of course, the same thing goes to Arachnid44. Let me scroll my list up for once in my goddamn life. Acero, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Ben Troke, Betmas Max, Better Valyrian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Don 2 and 7, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, GDWK Run, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Ice, Wallow, Cum, Icy the Great, Israel, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jose, You're Under Freeze, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Johnny No, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Justin Walters, Lasme, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew, Monty, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Peyton Denisar, Pantherpearl, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Shari, Smirtworm, The Insane Pickle, Will Wade, Wolfie, and Zico 2. Thank you, and I will see you guys in Valyria tomorrow.